Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, E-Funk. Thinking right out here where I do what I do in the lab for you. I'm back in the book. I got some good stuff for you. Let's get started. Rightism, 25 rules to live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's a message in the story for life. I give life lessons. You tune in to receive them. Oh, I appreciate you. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission, and that's what I'm on, is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka to know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get there together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. It's rhetorical, but you know how to answer for yourself too, and I can help you with that. That's what I do for you. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard that. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I appreciate you too. Stay tuned. I got more for you. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know, dangerous. Avoid them. I do. A person who knows not, a person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my yacht, be true. Oh, we rocking now. We in the book. I'm doing my thing. Every now and then I'll step out, but right now I'm doing my teaching thing. So let me do my thing. Right thinkers, let's talk about the Shetaut Netta mystery teaching for spiritual enlightenment. The goal for everything Shetaut means the secret, hidden. We're going to bring it to light. And the mysteries of something that you have to live. Gave that lesson too. And Lord Kepri manifest as Nurture, the what? The all-encompassing divinity. That's God. Again, we giving him a title, giving him a concept, giving him a name to suit our culture, our situation that we're dealing with. Okay, let's go. Lord Kepri manifests as Nurture, the all-encompassing divinity. Aspirants, aka right thinkers, we are followers, and we are to say, I am a follower of Nurture, Lord Kepri, in accordance with what? The writings of Lord Kepri. So the Shetaut Netta mystery teachings were what? Were originally given by the creator Kepri in his capacity as what? Creator. He is known as Shetaut Keperu, meaning what? The hidden creator of forms. If you don't understand, he's in his creation. He's in everything. I can't help you. Lord Chahuti, here you go. He's God's mind and heart. That's what he represents. And Lord Tahuti, what did he do? He codified these, what? Mystery teachings. How? Into what? They call them hieroglyphics. Originally, we know them as what? Medrinetta, writings of the gods. That's where y'all get that Bible is God's writings. But not a word. All plagiarized, okay? And what's this? The hieroglyphic text and the teaching of Shetaut Netta, or the mysteries, was given to them by Lord Kepri. That was what? Codified by who? Lord Tahuti. Was given by Lord Asar, who developed the Shidi, which is the profound study to perfect, or the means to what? Penetrate the mysteries, meaning you're going to actually live it. You're going to bring it to life. You're going to manifest it. Like you do a thought, a dream that you want to manifest. It starts up here and you bring it to life. And that's what Shidi does. You study to what? Manifest what you learn. That's right thinking philosophy. The Shidi, or it means, again, to penetrate the mysteries. The discipline of Shidi is what? The study of the philosophy of the divine and the worship and the following of, you ready? Practice of Maya, aka right action, daily in your life, and also meditation. These are things that if you make that part of your daily routine in your life, that alone would take you away from a whole lot of other stuff that you have no idea why. Because if you just doing stuff how you wake up today, how you feel, or some nonsense, that's not the way to live. Have purpose and reason. Now, when you daily meditate, practice Maya right living, you were taught what? To lady also has Haru. Okay, y'all know as Hathor. And we got Lady Aset, which is Asar's other half. Okay, and you got other divinities taught by Lord Tahuti. Tahuti taught Asar, Aset, Hathor, taught the priests and priestesses the same mystery. So it's been passed down. It's been handed down. I'm teaching it to what my right thinking followers. The same thing. It's passed down. It don't change. It just passed down. You practice it. You don't change it. That's what they mean by the words in the Torah shouldn't be changed. The words in the Quran shouldn't. Yeah, we all. Tell that to the people who wrote it. Moving on. But all those teachings of Shetaut Netta that we learning, and the Shidi, which means profound study, that's my favorite because that's what I do. And you have come down through what? History. It's been passed down through history. I got a nice story, but I'm going to tell it right now. In varied forms, sometimes openly and at other times secretly, in a cult fashion. Masonic order, the Knights of Mo, all them guys, they get together to practice their philosophy that they all agree with. That's all. Simple as that. And if it's practiced the way it's intended, it works to help you be a better person. I'm a Mason. I know that. Okay. But when it's done in secrecy through what? Initiations. Okay. Initiates who have what? Kept the teachings alive. Those who practice it, keep it going. In a latent form through what? Through traditions, kept alive, and varied spiritual traditions, again, that have developed and based on the Netarian traditions, teachings. So, watch this. Let me show you a picture. Let me show you what Capri looks like. Tahuti. See that guy right here? He got a human body, but he got a ibis head. He got the crown, okay, to both sides. Over here, this is one form, okay? This is the other form as a baboon. Okay, why? Because as a baboon sits, it looks like he's contemplating. So it looks like she's thinking. Okay? The Greeks used the guy on the toilet. Thinker. We use the baboon, more natural. Okay, let's go. I'll put that down right quick. So Lord Khepri imparted his knowledge, there you go, to who? To the divinities, and especially to his son, which is who? Tahuti. That guy right there. He gave me what he had. Oh, he had some stuff. And I got it. I learned it. I used it. It just wasn't my cup of tea, but I got it. Moving on. So, yeah, fathers give to their son. What I had, I gave to my son. Now, what he did with that was totally his decision, his choice. That's how it's done. I gave him the basics. After that, he's on his own. Moving on. Teaching, giving something that's worth something, that should be traditional. Okay, I have a tradition with my grandsons. We get together on my birthday and on Father's Day. The rest of the year, I'm on their terms. I get those days. That's tradition. That's what I'm saying. I hold that. That's important to me. It means something to me. Understand that. And if it's important to me, it should be important to those who share that with you. And it is. So watch this. His son Tahuti. Thus, Lord Khepri, the self-created one, the divinity who created himself. Nobody know himself. Watch this. He's the one. Okay, he's the highest, most high God. That's Ra et Hanun. But the divinity he's the founder of Shetaut Netta. Okay, now you know. I'm trying to give you information, and the codifier was his first main disciple. his son, Tahuti. And Tahuti has the body of a man. I showed you that. I tried to give you the picture. So as I give it to you now, you got the visual. You got it in your mind. He's the man with the ibis head. The ibis head bird, yeah. He also has another form, as I say, as the baboon. The teaching that Lord Khepri gave to Tahuti became known as Shetaut. And it was conveyed through what? The Medjugorje, a.k.a. from the Greeks again, hieroglyphics, okay, text. That's where they are, on the wall. The handwriting, we had a phrase, the handwriting's on the wall. The truth right there. Been there for all that time. But I went and got him. I got him. Trust me. Oh, yeah. That's another story, but right now, let's teach this lesson. But the Medjugorje, a.k.a. hieroglyphics. The Medjugorje, this is the hieroglyphic form of how they write it in hieroglyphic form. That's what it looks like. You got the flag. That represents God. That represents the rudder, like this is something to stand on. I'm getting a better understanding. You got, and again, I didn't learn Medjugorje. I didn't think it was important, but I see now it could have been important. It could have been a helpful hand, but it didn't give me no more wisdom and knowledge. That's what I'm saying. So to read it, I'm good with that. I'm learning as I go. Okay. So with that, the teachings of what? Of the Netherlandian traditions are conveyed in the scriptures of the Netherlandian tradition. And you see down here, again, you're going to see a man with an ibis-headed bird. That's Tahuti. You see the eye, the wajet, that's knowledge, that's wisdom. He's giving it to who? Hethadu, who lost her way. He's giving her back her knowledge of self. Okay? That's why this emblem, I wear that. This signifies what? Knowledge. I'm conscious of who I am. I'm not lost. Okay, I'm not confused. I'm not, I don't know who I am. No, I'm fully aware of who I am. So that's what that means. And above, I just showed you Tahuti imparting the teachings he learned. Again, that he learned. In order to be a teacher, you have to have been a disciple or student. Why? You have to learn it from somebody. Simple. That's why. He learned from Khepri to the goddess Hethadu, here in the form of who? The cow goddess. She became what? Lost. I told you the story about her right quick. In the world and forgot her true identity. We're born without our true identity. So we come into the world lost. That's the name of the game. And Tahuti, which is your insight, your person who understands it, will bring that to you if you put the work in. Okay? Watch this. Tahuti is you. He showed her what? How to discover her true self. I'm doing the same thing. I'm Tahuti. I'm just trying to wake up all my people who got lost out here and don't know their way, don't know themselves. Get the concept? Watch this. Now, how to know herself. He taught her how to know herself. My mission is to get you to know yourself. See the similarity there? And watch this. How to know herself and how to what? Find her way back to what? Heaven. When this physical body dies, the spirit got a choice. 50-50. I take them odds every day. If my odds is 50-50, let's go. Why? Gamble, Dick. Excuse me, but that was my philosophy. If I got a 50-50 chance, I'll take them odds. So, again, he showed her how to get back home, which was to what? Know thyself. Become conscious of who you are. So when it's said and done, you go back to your father. Why? You can't go home not knowing who you are. That's the concept. And you're born here ignorant of yourself. So, watch this. Go back to heaven to her father, which who? Ra. Remember he left to the bull? You got to get home again, and your job is here is to know thyself. You can go home too. Here, Tahuti is shown presenting her, Hethadu, the healed right eye of Ra, her true essence. That's the good story. I gave a story to you before, but this is a lesson, and this is all coming around. Let me give a quick lesson. You want to know who Hethadu was? Okay. You saw it in cow form. This is her in female form. 3 ways you see her, right there. Okay. You see her one time with the sun disc on top of her head with the cow horns and the uraeus. In the middle, you see her with the double plumes, right? You see it with the vulture headdress, and you see the sun disk in there, and they got the horns in there. The first one, she's carrying the sun disk. You got the sun disk over her head with the vulture cap, and she's got the sun disk and the cow horns, and you see it all standing on my girl, Maya. Everything is symbolical with the Egyptians in the hieroglyphics. That's why now, they tell you now, everything they do has an esoteric meaning behind it. I'm trying to bring you up to speed on that so you start recognizing it, you start seeing things the way they really are. That's becoming conscious of the things around you. Now you're woke, okay? Excuse me. So I just showed you the three queens of Heteru, three conscious concepts. Lord Kepri, kept Ra, meaning the scarab beetle with Ra the sun disk, knew that what? Human beings needed what? Guidance. Right there. Why? If not, they would be off the chain. So he did what? He sent his great-grandchildren, which is who? His great-grandchildren. That means 4 generations down, 3 generations down, to help mankind. Know who that is? Asar, the first man, physical man with spirit. Okay, he represents that. His sister, wife, Aset, she represents wisdom and intuitive knowledge, and she represents immortality. She got the ability to raise the dead, to be the teachers of role models for what human beings on earth. Right there. We had somebody to do that, sent for that purpose. And Lord Tahuti also what? Imparted the hidden knowledge of life to who? Asar. And Aset and Asar. Okay. So that what? They would be able to lead what? People, humans on earth in what? A righteous manner. This is what your preachers and all them supposed to do in a righteous manner. I ain't trying to lead you down to degradation. I ain't trying to give you rhetoric that's hateful and despiteful. None of that nonsense. I'm doing what I think is right. Leading you, I know to be the right way, the way I follow, the way I went. So I can tell you that. I ain't trying to teach you the wrong way. I use that as an example of what not to do. So, and showing them what? The path of peace, prosperity, and more important, spiritual enlightenment. I love that. Why? Spirit is God. Enlightenment is to know him. So become spiritual enlightenment means you know God. Asar and Aset established the Shetaut meta. Divine mysteries, rituals, and worship, and the ancient Egyptian religion concept. When human beings become what? Too involved in what? The world is called being distracted. When they get too involved in the world, they what? They tend to forget their true nature. We were born ignorant, but we tend to get caught up in a whole bunch, like I said, distractions. So the temple, the Het, which is the house, Netta, which is the church. We call them temples. Y'all use them as churches now, places to go, refuge, come together in fellowship. I get it, but y'all really ain't got the right understanding. Watch this, because the Het Netta is the house of the divinity. God and Goddess, the temple, was created where the pressure, watch this, of the world can be what? Relieved. What you mean? And in association with something other than the worldly perspectives, i.e. with divinity, talk to God can occur. You don't have to go to a temple, but back then they made it available for you to come to the temple and bring all your cares and relax. Take the load off, so to speak. That's what it was for, a refuge. This is the temple, I said. Okay? And that's where you can go at the end of the day of working or whatever you're doing and relax, okay? They didn't have a whole bunch of distractions. So they did a whole lot of what? Meditation and praying, okay? And watch this. Now, such a place and its teachings are needed in all community. We got a church on down at every corner. Is it working? See that there. But the purpose of the temple didn't need but one, and everybody came there. And watch this. So the mind can now become a what? Aware of what is higher consciousness or possibilities other than the mundane human runs of the world, and turn away from what? Meaning mental dullness. An idle mind is the devil's workshop. Why? If you ain't planning, got something going on, you will end up doing something stupid, something wrong. You notice that? That's the devil. Due to what? Again, ignorance. And it's pronounced kun. Khemen. That means ignorance. Okay? Tuba, UMT-AB. Ab means mental dullness. They had all this perspective a long time ago. Now I give the words, you'll understand it a lot clearer, don't you? Okay, that's my point. I'm going to bring it up to speed so you can understand it and use it. That's the purpose of useful information. And you can be led to what? My favorite, Nihas, resurrection, spiritual awakening, become Aku, that means an enlightened being walking the earth in human form, and so that all human beings may now become what? Sheeps of what? Nobility, not sheeps of a religious philosophy, or not even philosophy, a religious dogma that don't serve nobody but those who's given it. And you become sheeps of nobility with honor and venerableness, honored by our ancestors' way of life. I'm about to wrap it up. Another picture, picture time. Now this is the Madonna. You see the little kid sitting right there? That's us. That's Haru sitting on the lap of her mother. That's Isis. You see her with all her hair gear. She even got her throne on top of the sun disk, her horns, and the vulture. The vulture headdress was significant. The vulture can get pregnant without a man, and the vulture, the female, if she can't get food for her young, she will gnaw off her leg and feed it to them. That's the mother. And they respect her for that moment. That's Moot, okay? The conscious mother, that's her headdress, okay? Signify that. And on the other side of that picture, this when he was a baby on the lap. Now, look at him standing right there. If you could stand up and suck the tip, my man, you might be a little too old to be sucking the nipple, but that was a symbol that she was nourishing him, giving him everything he needs from childbirth on to young age to adulthood. And this is him in the end, okay? This is him right here. And this is him taking you to his father after you become initiated. These are all lessons that they taught from the Netarian perspective, and the people adapted it, practiced it, used it, and they prospered. And they benefit thereby. Let me finish this up right quick. So I just showed you a picture of Aset nursing baby Haru. So Aset learned the mystery teachings, and watch this, from Lord Tahuti, right? Now Aset is the ancient African prototype of what? The mother. I call it the original ride or die. She got a story of her own, second to none. Check her out. The mother and child, which is popular all over, not just Africa, but also even the Christian Indian iconographs, with the birth of what? Jesus and Krishna, both respectively. But the mother is the first teacher. Again, when y'all start breastfeeding your baby, y'all broke that connection. You severed the cord between what? You and your son. Even your daughter, same thing, but more importantly, that son needs that. I'm just saying, Aset not only raised and nourished Haru, but also what? She initiated him into what? The mysteries. Meaning all the lessons that my mother taught me in life, I'm living them today. The older I get, the more I get like my mother. I had no idea that everything that she was teaching me was all on point. She wasn't wrong about a thing. Can you say that about your parents? A lot of us think our parents didn't know nothing. No, my mom right on point. Okay, so give her kudos. Simple as that. Okay, why she's still here. And watch this. She initiated him into the mysteries of life. I mean, she educated him and creation with the teachings that she learned where? From Tahuti and Khepri. In order to enlighten, that's a parent's job. Enlighten him and make him what? Strong for the what? The battle of life. I taught my son how to survive. I had to take him out to throw him to the field. No, I showed him, I nurtured him, I cultured him, and got him where he needed to be. And he took it from there. Moving on. Haru became what? A powerful initiate, and he became the model, okay, for all human beings. I said we are what? Haru. That's the spirit that's in me and you who strive to what? Master what his lower forces, aka his evil uncle Set, your ego that's in you. Remember that appendage? Okay, y'all call it the devil, Satan, whatever. We had a full understanding of that. We taught that concept. That's where it comes from. Sorry. But, and to discover, you got to just to master your lower forces of nature. And to do that, you discover your higher essential nature, aka God. And this is how you end up right here. This is the end result from your mother's lap to your younger life till she gave you everything you need. And when you went and do battle, you become victorious. That's the victory that you win over what? Your lower nature. Y'all call it the devil, the evil one, whatever you call it, to make it different from me. But be the victorious one. Become Haru. That's me and you. Haru is who? The Redeemer. Watch this. This is going to bug you out. Remember Superman? Watch this. Haru is the sun god. Okay, sun. The challenger. The one who stands up for his father, Asar. And he liberates him from what? The imprisonment of death. He goes down and rescues him, another story. But Haru represent what? Spiritual aspiration and success, where on the spiritual path of life, raising to become your best self. I'm practicing every day for what? Greatness, to be my best self, like Haru. Haru reestablished what? Order. After what? Defeating his evil uncle Set, aka his ego self. Something his father couldn't do. Why? He got caught slipping. He laid in that coffin and moving on others. But yeah, he warned his son against him. He warned me against that man, trust me. And watch this. And takes the throne of Kemet. Kemet, Egypt, is you in physical form. Lower nature is your ego. Higher nature is Haru. You need to suppress that, conquer that, put it where it's going to serve you, not control you, and become your best self. That's what every human being here to do. This is the learning platform. This is school, okay, for the spirit. Okay, if you ain't good here, you can't make it there. So your spirit got to become what? One with the consciousness. And watch this. What Haru do? He took the throne of Kemet, and watch this. In his form as Haru, Badet, the warrior, Haru now, which is me and you, he's great, is a warrior, and he what? He fights for truth, justice, and freedom for all. Sound familiar? Superman, okay? Yeah, that's who you become if you know thyself, and you can save the world. First of all, start with you. Hope you enjoyed the lesson. Oh, I got more. Wait a minute. There's more. I forgot. You saw the picture. Okay, I told you about him. Now, this is what you do once you become Haru. You lead other people to your father. That's my job now. I'm Haru, taking you to my father. Why? You passed the test. If you learned the lesson, you passed the test. You get to see me. I take you to Pops. Haru, which is the Redeemer, a.k.a. the ultimate warrior, the greatest advocate of Asar, his father, which is the soul. All of us have. And the triumph aspirant is the one who leads the aspirant, the followers, aka my right thinkers, to what? To the initiation hall. As seen above, I just showed you that. Haru is often the one shown leading the aspirant by the hand into the inner shrine. In rituals, the priest wears what? A Haru mask. Same way they wear the set and everybody else's mask, they wear the Haru mask in the context of what? The ritual, to make the point, to stain in your mind. Theatrical ceremony. That's what rituals are for. Of the temple that is meant to what? Awaken what? The glory of the Netarian teachers. You're supposed to take the knowledge and take it to the next level. Once you master yourself, you become what? A teacher. Why? You need followers. You need disciples. You need followers. You need somebody to keep it going. Because once you're done, it shouldn't stop or die with you. And this is the last part I'm going to show you. This is my dude. Okay? That's Khepri. Lord Khepri. Right? And you see that false beard. Okay, the sideburns, all the regalia. You see what he got in his hand? Okay? And you see what he's standing on? Dun, 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 dun. All right, that's the lesson. Hope you enjoyed it. We on page 38. We got a whole way to got 150 something pages of information for you. That's what I got for you. That's why I do what I do for you. Those who enjoy it, I appreciate you too. So in closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus today. So I never know that all my right thinkers will know themselves has passed away.